EPX Body, The Compensation Plan by Fifi Matos. Hi there everyone, my name is Fifi Matos. I am a native New Yorker but have been living here in Puerto Rico for the last 15 years. What I'm about to present to you is the EPX Body Compensation Plan. First of all, it is very important that you make it a priority to listen to this entire presentation because in the last few minutes of it, I will be revealing to you how to make it real for you and your family. First, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. Dan Putnam, the owner and founder of EPX Body, the company, and just part of the compensation plan to prove the kind of massive cash flow that is possible with EPX Body. I've been in this home-based industry since January of 1985 when I had my first experience with Amway, was with them for 2 years, and a couple of other companies over the next couple of decades. I've seen every aspect within the home-based industry, from affiliate programs to direct sales to internet, etc. I've seen every kind of marketing plan, from unilevel to matrix, binary, straight line, cyclers, breakaway, you name it, and I probably know about it. I say that just to let you know that I know what I'm talking about. And I want you to feel my excitement at being associated with EPX Body because, in reality, there is nothing on this planet that compares to what we have with EPX Body. The purpose of this training is to let you know that math does not lie, and we're going to show you some numbers that will absolutely open up your mind and realize that it is possible to earn really good money from the comfort of your own home and easy to do as long as you take some action and want it to work for you. Dan Putnam is the owner and founder of EPX Body. He's about 40 years old. Dan has been self-employed since the age of 18 and made his first $1 million in this industry by age 23 and has made several more since then. In his involvement in this industry, Dan has developed organizations of 30,000 distributors and has developed organizations of over 100,000 distributors 3 times. Dan really knows about the concept of leverage, which I will explain in detail in this presentation. Like many of us in the industry, Dan did a lot of work, built organizations, just to have the company that he was associated with go down the tubes. And after that happened the last time, he said, "You know, I'm sick and tired of these greedy owners changing things to get more money into their pocket, taking away from the field. So I'm going to start my own company, and the intent of it is going to be for the good of the field. We will do nothing that is not good for the field." And let me tell you, he has succeeded. EPX Body went into pre-launch in November 2011. It went into full launch in February 2012, so it has been around now for over 2 years, and like every company, it's had its challenges. But thankfully, Dan has the business acumen and the tenacity to overcome every challenge that he has encountered. What does EPX Body deal with? Well, EPX Body is a health and wellness company with an emphasis on wealth accumulation. By the way, EPX is an abbreviation for the word epigenetics, which means your past does not equal your future. EPX Body addresses several key issues in a person's health and wellness. First of all, there is heart disease, the #1 killer in the world. Weight loss products. The company pays people to use its products to lose weight. You could actually earn up to $500 for losing weight with EPX Body products. Hey, that's me. These are my before and after pictures. What a difference. It also has general nutritional products, an all-natural energy drink, a product that helps stop colds and flu and helps the immune system, among others. There is also a very unique digital product called 180 that is absolutely for everyone no matter what other company or product they are promoting, and that is a tax savings plan combined with savings on everyday products and services that people purchase anyway. Now that's a brief look at EPX Body as the company. Let's talk about making money. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, has what he calls a cash flow quadrant, in which he says there are 4 basic ways of making money. The first way is to be an employee, which of course is what most people are. That's nothing more than trading your time for a little money. A person does not have to be in the workplace very long to realize that being an employee is very seldom a way to become financially independent, and there is zero security in it. The second way is to become self-employed or a professional. Usually that means, though, having to go through a lot of specialized education. And of course, if you are starting your own business, that usually takes a lot of money, and most businesses don't even make it the first year anyway. Those two categories are 97% of the population, yet they share only 3% of the wealth. Third way is by being a top executive in a big company. A big company has 500 employees or more. Now, the problem is that if a person is way down on the corporate ladder, the chances of becoming a top executive in a company is not likely to happen. And then the last way, the fourth way, is through investments. But it's a well-known fact that usually it takes a lot of money to make money to be able to support a family just through investments. Those two categories are only 3% of the population, yet they control 97% of the wealth. What EPX Body offers is what we call a better way, and that is by using the age-old proven business principles of leverage and residual income. Leverage simply means that you don't do everything by yourself. Everybody does a little bit, but everybody's little bit can add up to a lot of it. Residual income, of course, means that a person does a job once, but they can get paid over and over and over again. The best example I can give you is in the music industry, where a recording artist would make a record and they can get paid residual income on that record literally for decades. Let's talk about becoming a millionaire. I can't remember who it was that said it, but there is a saying that says that one way to become a millionaire is to have 1 million people give you $1 each. Well, yeah, it makes sense, but the challenge is, how are you going to have 1 million people give you $1 each? Using the concepts of leverage and residual income, it is absolutely possible, because this industry has made more millionaires than any other industry. What I want to do now is walk you through just a couple of different aspects of the EPX Body compensation plan. And what I'd like you to do is to get yourself a piece of paper, a calculator, and something to write with. If you need to pause this recording, do so, because the main purpose of this presentation is for you to write down these calculations. Because when you actually do these calculations and you write them down and you see them with your own eyes, it is just powerful in your mind. And it will allow you to realize that there is definitely hope when you actually experience the full effect of that. So, if you need to, pause this recording right now. Go get paper, pen, or something to write with, and a calculator. On your paper, I want you to make 2 columns. The column on the left will be headed level. Underneath the word level, I want you to do a vertical column of numbers going straight down with the number 1 immediately under the word level down to number 10. The column on the right, I want you to label that number of positions. Draw a line under the words number of positions. Got that done? Very good. Now, EPX Body uses a structure that is called a 4-by matrix. What that means is that you can only have a maximum of 4 positions immediately underneath you on your level 1. So, under the number of positions column, but even with the number 1, write the number 4. Alright, the first area in our compensation plan that I'm going to walk you through is called the Fast Start Bonus. The way that works is that each of the EPX Body products has a commissionable value. We call it CV for short. For instance, the CV on the 180 product, which costs only $24.95, is $20. The CV on the other health and wellness products is generally $40 because those products all cost $39.95 for a 1-month supply. The way the Fast Start Bonus works is that the first order that your newly enrolled person purchases, you will get 30% of the CV as a Fast Start Bonus. So, for example, on the 180 product with 20 CV, 20 times 30% is $6. On a CV of 40 for the other products, 40 times 30% is $12. What I'm going to do here is focus on the 40 CV products. So on your first level, when you have the 4 people, you've got 4 times 40 CV times 30% each. That equals $48. Write that down to the right of the number 4. The other aspect of the Fast Start bonus is that the company will pay $1 to each of 10 people upline from the newly enrolled person's position in the company matrix. So when you have 4 people on your first level, the $4 plus the $48 you had means that you would have $52 for those 4 people on your first level based on the 40 CV orders. That means that when you have 4 people that you've enrolled, and let's say you've put out $39.95 plus shipping and handling about $7, a total of $47 with those 4 enrolled, you are in profit right away. Now, here's a question for you. Let's say if you're going to have a huge amount of money coming at you, would you want that money to come to you fast or slow? As fast as possible, of course. So now let's say that it would take you a whole week to find your first 4 people. That means in 1 week, you could have your initial out-of-pocket amounts come right back to you. One of the other aspects that's very unique with the EPX body compensation plan is we have what's called a minimum guarantee check. That means that when you have 4 people that you've enrolled, you will no longer have any out-of-pocket expenses because, as we say, with 4, you pay no more. The company would guarantee that you have enough money in your website's back office to cover that monthly purchase. Now, that is also very unique in this industry. Now, let's get into the dollars for the Fast Start bonus being passed upline. Each successive level in the company structure is a multiple of 4. So for level 2, if you have the 4 people on level 1, 4 times 4 equals 16. You could have 16 $1 bills coming at you from level 2. And by the way, these Fast Start bonuses are paid weekly on Fridays. On level 2, the 16 times 4 equals 64 positions on level 3. 64 times 4 equals 256 positions on level 4. Now, let's take a break here for a minute. Since everybody is striving to have the money coming at them faster rather than slower, and if they're taking a week to do that, that means that after your first month, after your first 30 days, you would have the $256 from level 4, $64 from level 3, $16 from level 2, and the $52 from level 1. That's a grand total of $388 for your $47 outlay. Not bad for your first month. By the way, if we are talking about the 180 product, the company cannot pass up $1 up to 10 levels, so they pass 50 cents. So even if we're looking at everybody coming in with the 180 product, you'd have about $200 for your $24.95 outlay. That's a pretty good return, right? Let's continue. On level 4, the 256 times 4 equals 1,024 positions on level 5. Now, this is going to get very exciting. 1,024 times 4 equals 4,096 positions on level 6. 4,096 times 4 equals 16,384 positions on level 7. 16,384 times 4 equals 65,536 positions on level 8. That's a lot of $1 bills, isn't it? Let's keep going. 65,536 times 4 equals 262,144 positions on level 9. 262,144 times 4 equals 1,048,576 positions on level 10. Wow! Okay, I'm going to save you a little time and trouble. Draw a line underneath that 1,048,576, and if you were to add up the numbers from the 4 in level 1 down to that number on level 10, your grand total is 1,398,100. Going back to the saying, how do you become a millionaire? You have 1 million people send you $1 each. Well, there's the formula right there. Of course, the people don't send you the dollar. It is the company that pays you. Also, these numbers would work in a perfect world, but we all know that this is not a perfect world. But if you were to have just a small percentage of that, your family would be set. But what's really exciting to see is that in our EPX back office, on our e-wallet page, they give a full accounting of where every dollar comes from. And it's really nice to see Fast Start bonus from level 10, Fast Start bonus level 9, level 6, level 7, level 8, level 10. That again is unique in this industry. That's the Fast Start bonus, a great illustration of leverage at work. It reminds me of the saying that is attributed to J. Paul Getty, America's first billionaire. He said, "I would rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of just my own efforts." Now that we've covered leverage, let's talk about residual income. Again, residual income means that you do a job once, but keep getting paid over and over again. We get residual income from our matrix commission. We get 2.5% of the CV for all purchases from level 1 and 2. We get 5% for levels 3 and 4, and 10% for level 5. Based on each purchase of 40 CV for a completed 4x5 matrix, that would be $4,756 per month. That would help a lot of families every month, wouldn't it? By the way, there are many people who order more than the 40 CV every month, which increases the commissions. The next area I want to talk about is the matching bonus. For everyone that you enroll, you get 20% of their matrix commissions. So if you enroll a person that earns $100 in their matrix, you earn $20. If they earn $500, you earn $100. If they earn $1,000, you earn $200. If they earn $10,000, you earn $2,000 for that 1 month. The question then becomes, how many matching bonuses do you want? The obvious answer is, as many as I can possibly get. Therefore, with 4, you pay no more. But why not more than 4? There is no limit on the number of matching bonuses you can have. The other aspect of the matching bonus is that for every person that you enroll, and you get the 20% of their matrix commissions, you also get 10% of the matrix commissions of 4 generations of executives beneath your enrollees. Let me explain that. An executive is somebody who has 4 enrolled active distributors. In other words, you have 4 people who made a purchase for that month, and the entire group volume adds up to 1,000, of which no more than 600 comes from one of the 4 legs. In other words, you can have 600 volume from one leg, and the other 3 legs combined gives you another 400, and that makes you an executive. These 10% of the matrix earnings of 4 generations of executives can add up to many, many 10% matching bonuses. Imagine having hundreds of matching bonuses of even $100 per month each. So initially, a person's goals would be to have 4 because with 4, you pay no more. And then to reach the executive rank, having 4 with a group volume of 1,000. Just so you know, it only takes 25 distributors in your entire group between the 4 legs. That is very attainable. The next goal to shoot for is what we call regional executive, because that opens up another huge bonus, which we call the Generation Infinity bonus. Regional executive is somebody who has 4 personally enrolled active distributors and whose total group volume is 5,000 CV, of which no more than 3,000 comes from any one leg. Let's say you've got one leg that gives you 3,000 group volume, and between the other 3 legs combined, you have another 2,000. You're now a regional executive. And with regional executive, the Generation Infinity bonus pops up, which is a 2% commission matching bonus on 5 generations of regional executives downline from you, starting with level 6. So, looking back at the numbers of the calculations that you did, if you add up those numbers of positions from level 6 down through level 10, and then figure 40 CV per position times 2%, that's a lot more money. That is also part of your residual income. Your Fast Start bonus has to deal with leverage. Everybody doing a little bit to add up to a lot of it. The matrix commissions, the matching bonuses, and the Generation Infinity bonus, that's residual income, which can be a tremendous amount of money. This is what I mean when I say that EPX body can provide massive cash flow. The kind of money that we are talking about here in these numbers with math that does not lie is unbelievable for most people. But imagine just getting 1%, just 1% of that potential. Your family would be financially independent. There is no reason it cannot happen for you. Dan Putnam normally ends his presentation with a quote from Henry Ford that says, "If you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're right." Napoleon Hill, in his book, Think and Grow Rich, said, "What the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve." And that also is a true statement. But I'm not asking you to believe that this can happen, although it absolutely can. What I am asking you to do is to hope. That's what EPX Body has here. I want you to hope that what I am going through can happen to you. But more importantly than hope is you take action. And I'll tell you exactly what action to take. Take action, because when you take action, you will have people that see this and will want it and will join you. With the team growth comes money. With the money comes the belief. Then watch out. You won't be able to stop sharing this blessing. So hope and take action. What action do you take? Well, there's an industry leader who's in his mid-40s. 20 years ago, he got hurt as an auto mechanic. He had to go into networking to support the family, and he has become a multi-millionaire. More importantly, though, is that he has what he calls the $1,000,000 question, because with this question that I am about to share with you, he has helped 44 people also become millionaires simply by asking the question. Here's the first part of that question. When you're talking to somebody, you ask, "Can you do me a huge favor?" Pause. And they're going to say, "Well, what is it?" They're going to think that maybe you are going to ask them for money or something like that. The second part of that question is, who do you know that would like to have a massive increase of cash flow? Most people will say, "Me." Because wouldn't you agree that with the fast start bonus, matrix commissions, matching bonuses, residual incomes, is this not massive cash flow? Starting with just $24.95 and no more than $50, you can change your family's future. Is this not the most powerful plan on the planet? There is nothing that can compare to the EPX Body Compensation Plan. And I didn't even go through the whole thing. This is just a few aspects of it. There's more, but I really don't need to go into that here right now. In a nutshell, this is what you need to do. You only need to take 4 steps. Number 1, get back to the person who referred you to this presentation. Get their website and enroll in EPX Body. Number 2, use the $1,000,000 question. Number 3, send the prospect to this presentation. Number 4, have them follow these exact 4 steps. So that's the information on the EPX Body Compensation Plan. Remember, your past does not equal your future. To your health and wealth, God bless you all.